provide cover at the backside for the Eastern Select team.
Well, the difference between Micho and the other coaches that actually have been in Uganda is this tournament here, the Cranes Namutima, where he actually takes the Uganda Cranes team to the grassroots, and it's from there that some footballers are selected to actually join up with the main team there. And of course there is going to be a lot to play, most especially for the boys in yellow and black, the boys that come from the eastern part of the country. They'll want to shock the Uganda Cranes yet again. The last time that Micho was here in such a competition, he was beaten, and maybe the boys can do that again here.
And that is one of the many times that he's actually not beaten, because he has almost won. But when you talk about that time, the eastern side gets to embrace this. And I know the people from the eastern region, the sponsors coming from that side, are all catered for the Cranes and the players. It's a chance to show the coach they can make the final team that will face Rwanda on a two-legged affair in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers come next month.
Well, allow me also take this time to rally the government of Uganda that it is high time to invest in infrastructure. Now, this stadium that you're actually witnessing here has been there for days with no serious touch-up. The last time we had some bit of renovation in this stadium here was way back in the regime of Dr. Milton Obote.
Oh, yeah.
So now, I think it is high time we try and invest in infrastructure. The last stands you actually see here were put up during that time. So since then, it's been dry.
But again, we could also give credit to the natives of Mbale, and apparently those of Mbale Heroes and the teams that have been playing there. Remember, it was just soil, and now they have some grass growing.
Ball away. This is Wafula. Launching that ball away. Najib now looking for Dennis Iguma, evergreen, a footballer all the way from KCCA. Very versatile footballer, Iguma. Fazali from URA dropping that ball further forward now, looking for the options. Looking for Anaku. This is Anaku. Tries the left hook there. And the ball just easily rallies away. Intercepted perfectly by Nandala. Looking for Dongo Francis. Dongo trying to clip that ball further, but the ball just goes away for a throw in here to the eastern side from Uganda. Odongo Francis plays for Kataka. It's one of those other footballers all the way from Kataka.
Yeah, I think the team is made up of Kataka, Admin and Mbale Heroes, like you said, those that started and those on the bench. Of course, that is good that they have players exactly coming from the eastern region.
Stephen Namisi will be the one looking to deliver this ball further. It's long from Stephen. That's a very long ball there. It's a bit of a brush straight away to Nafian Alionzi. One footballer who has actually graced West Nile football perfectly well, Alionzi Nafian. Wafula playing, I think, in his only second appearance for Uganda. Wafula.
Yeah, Innocent Wafula. I think when he was with Vipers, there was a deep in form, and at Timbala he found his footing. But again, now at KCCA, you think if impresses Coach Molebiekwasa at KCCA, then there are lots of chances that Coach Micho will give him a call to the senior team.
Throw again here to... It's going to be a throw into the eastern selected side. Lusimbula Peter, captain over the eastern side today, and also captain of Kataka, looking to get this ball further forward. And collecting away there was Aneko, stolen away at the midfield possession. Good play from Shafiki Kajimu to the wing side, looking to open up play. This is a Chai, KCC evergreen footballer. Iguma trying to drop that ball further. Looking for Semugabi, who has actually been slightly quiet in this one. Spoloto. Achai. Trying to drop that ball further to Jude Semugabi. Shafik. Now looking for Mbowa. Ooh, dear. That's trying to disorganize the peace of those who are living up on the mountains here.
No, I always say actually disturbing the peace of the birds, because they are always up there, but not yet found their footing really. It is just 2 minutes to the game, but you realize that the eastern side will not give Uganda Crane Select team a lot of respect, and instead they will try to come in with everything they have, because when you do well, when you perform better, then the coach can decide actually to add you on the other side of the team.
Innocent Wafula, the KCCA footballer, trying to drive that ball further forward here. Iguma Looking for Chai. Chai trying to drive through here. Very, very interesting footballer goes down. And the referee of the moment, Ojame, well, does blow that whistle to bring it as a free kick here. Well, Ojame, I think, also comes from Tororo, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he comes from that side, Ojame.
And it will be a free kick here for the man, Julius Poloto. The one to try and see if he can deliver this ball further forward here, Poloto. Long from Poloto. Well, he's away. Could be a corner.
Yeah. Squad from that region, but not in the exact stadium. I think they had gone to Bukele. Yeah, he scored.
KCC versus Vipers.
Versus Vipers, that lone goal. So it is almost in the same region. And one of the players who should have been up there with the likes of Okello, but of course he's been deterred by injuries.
Here comes Poloto for the corner. It's a good ball in. Chance here. And actually took the legs over the danger man there, Dongo Francis, to try and block it away. Otherwise, that could have been a goal that could come from the back, really. And trust me, Najib was on trying to jump in. Fine play, very, very fine play. But again, good defensive work from Francis Odongo. It's away by Kasiwante. Put back deep a little bit down. And it's going to be another throw in here to the Eastern Ugandan side. Peter Lusimbula. Peter. So Western ball just goes away for throw in here to Uganda Cranes. Wafula. Najib. Looking for Dennis Iguma. Venturing that ball away to Habata Chai. Well, Habata Chai did score for KCCA in the Kagame Cup. And they continue to drive up. One pass away. Achai over here. Big ball inside the D. Collected poorly. Mato Rogers cuts it back. And it took Odongo Francis again, put that ball away for another corner.
Yeah, Mato Rogers, formerly of Proline, but joined KCCA Football Club. Of course, the arrangement between KCCA and Proline will always be there. Mwenjibu Kasule will be willing to give KCCA a player at any time. And of course, given conditions, and Mato, one of those that is promising for KCCA and the national team.
Julius Poloto for the corner now to deliver this ball into that forbidden area. The referee sees something wrong, does come the game through, but Poloto shall be the one now to do this. Shot from Poloto. Foul by the referee. It's a free kick now to the Eastern Ugandan side. Solid performance really from the Uganda Crane so far. Taking the game to the eastern part. And trust me, the footballers all the way from Kataka, Mbale Garage, Busia Young, admin, all used to this pitch here. Little bit bumpy. And the Uganda Crane footballers actually just had a slight feel of this stadium. That was yesterday. But trust me, if you are footballer in Uganda, you must get used to playing in any pitch.
Yeah, because by the way, I normally say TIA, for this is Africa. It is such pitches that are all over. Some of them are a little bit upgraded, but for this stadium, Peter, 2 years ago, it was just soil.
Total soil.
Yeah.
Total gravel, actually.
Yeah, actually, it was called Kataka some time back. I remember there was a final between URA and KCCA way back, but apparently now you could say it's back to action, and they will be willing to renovate it.
Well, here comes that is a run ball looking for Wafula. Ooh, lack of concentration again. The bumpiness of the pitch. Wafula just failing to control that. And welcome to Eastern Uganda, Wafula. Currently well known for playing in the artificial turf of KCC and that of Vipers, which is slightly, planed.
And then he was in Mbarara, almost a similar pitch, though I think they also made a lot of development.
That's Odongo there.
Yeah, danger man.
Francis Odongo.
Operates on the right wing, but sometimes can also go on the left to try cut in.
Edward Kasibante, if you do remember him, was the under-17 and under-20 goalkeeper. And here comes Alionzi Nafian. Looking to get this ball further forward, Chai. Sending the ball deep down to Iguma, the captain, venturing away to Najib Fezali. Oh, they just can't keep the ball on play. Wafula Innocent just couldn't get that ball through. And that glides away for another throw into the eastern part. Well, there's rumor that after this, the Uganda Cranes side may be going to northern Uganda after.
Okay.
That was the rumor I'm actually hearing.
Why,
Possibly
for another friendly?
Yeah, because
that
we began
would be
from the
okay.
east.
Yeah, that would be okay. Remember, there has been 2 years of lack of such an arrangement because the select games are purely to promote the sponsors and again bring the team to such areas.
Long ball by Peter. Looking for Dongo. Shot coming through. It's a little bit low. Another shot for the shot, but straight up to Alionzi Nafian. Look at how comfortable Alionzi can be. Again, good start to this. Oh, throw in, surprisingly. Don't know where it came from. Oh, here comes a chance again, looking for more possession onto the wing side. Oh, don't mind about that. It's clipped away. Well, the most interesting thing is that Jude Semugabi has actually dropped a little bit behind to try and get the ball from the midfield, but Poloto and a Chai. It's very disappointing there for the young man who was actually upgraded from the KCCA youth system by the former coach Mutebi.
Mike Mutebi, and also he's liked by Molebi Ekwaso because a lot of players have left Lugogo, but he's among those that stayed, and I think he fancies him to continue playing on the left side. New to the national team, not been there always, but you did talk about Jude Semugabi. Jude, I think, loves to operate as a lone striker, but apparently there are no balls going through to him. That is why we have him drop back a bit to try and look for them by himself.
Odongo. Namisi. Dropping that ball further forward. Iguma. Oh, loses possession of this one. Could be a chance for the Eastern Ugandan side to attack. But Iguma redeems himself and gives it away again. And very, very lucky Iguma that the ball just went away for a throw in here to the Uganda Cranes. So nil for those who are joining us. Just 10 minutes of the game played. And we are live on UBC. And trying to keep you company also with the other game that is going on. The under-20 Uganda ladies team is thumping Kenya in Kenya 6-0.
Yeah, Juliet Nalukengo on a brace so far. Margaret Kunhira, Fauzia Najemba, Shamira Naluja and Smayako Montale. These were scored all in the first half. Currently, we are in the 50th minute. That side in Kenya, it is, like you said, FIFA Under-20 World Cup qualifier.
World Cup qualifier for Under-20. And Uganda thumping Kenya by 6-0. Ooh, that's a corner. It's a good play there from Kasibante. Well, when they say no fans allowed, it doesn't mean fans cannot stand and watch this on the fence there, on the wall.
Yeah, they are sneaking in, and of course, I think security personnel would sometimes chase them. But it's a game of football, a game of emotions, a game of fair play, a game that welcomes everyone. Sometimes that is why probably they are left there, and more so if they have masks, they have distanced themselves from one another. Sometimes you feel for them. You know, they've not watched a game close to 2 years, and this is the only chance they have, so why not use the opportunity?
Long from Poloto, it's brushed away. Now the attack is on here, looking for Wamboka. Well, this is good for Eastern Uganda now, trying to venture forward and trying to look very, very clever here. Mukisa. Namisi. Now to Odongo. And again, Uganda standing very tall in there. Ball just pushed away. Chai, one pass through, repossessed perfectly now by Aneku. And the Cranes give away a throw. It's going to be a throw now to the eastern part. Well, Eastern Ugandan part has actually taken this game to the Uganda Cranes here. It's not going to be a bed of roses really for the Ugandan Cranes. They have to sweat and puff if they're to get something from here. And Stephen Namisi will be the one to try and go long here. Throwing for Namisi. Very long ball from Namisi. Good at that. And that goes for a corner, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the referee does award that. But again, look at that throw from Namisi, Stephen. Beautiful long throw. Well, Fiona, you can actually see the side of the pitch from here, and you see we really need a lot of touch here.
Yeah, actually, I think it's
actually the biggest stadium in Eastern Uganda. This one here.
Yeah, and they need to start with this one if actually there is a message they are sending to the public that they will renovate and even try to build other stadia.
Corner here for the Eastern Uganda. So long ball inside, but to nobody in particular. Odongo trying to do the chasing. Odongo does well, and collected by Semugabi. Fortunately for Semugabi, just can't keep the ball on plate. Goes out for another throw in here for Eastern Uganda.
He's such a good player, unlike sometimes because he features from Barara, who not made the top positions, but he's such a good player. With his height, he is very good when it comes to aerial prowess, very good with the one-on-ones. He just needs to be given a chance. Passing the ball, then he can finish the work for you, Jude Semga.
Good play from Wafula. Now still in the way there, perfect by Naku. It's brushed away by Mboa. And given away by a Chai. Does the flag go up? No, it doesn't. The run is on here. This could be exciting. Inside the D. Can they shoot? No, they can't. They want a penalty. No. Oh, that was Emma Mukisa trying his luck for goal there, but I think he overdid that.
Yeah, he overdid that, and Leon was a little more brilliant than him. Just coming and focusing on the ball and not the legs at all. Kept his eyes there, and that's what he went for.
Oh, here we go. That's the run. And Mukisa Emma. Well, over pushed it and
yeah, for me Nandela was open. Try to pass him the ball, go with that square pass. Or shoot before the keeper closes in.
We will be seeing that replay a little bit later, Fiona, but my part of the moment was Iguma Dennis going down. Well, he actually went down very, I don't know what kind of way he went down, but he acrobatically just went down.
I think he was dodged. The striker was too brilliant for him and he failed to just read the moment.
Well, hopefully he will be very much okay to continue here, Iguma Dennis. And he's there walking out to continue receiving some medical attention. But the way he went down.
Stop here, you go left, 4-4-1.
Pull up front. Poloto. Najib. And collected here again by Mato Rogers, trying to come from the blind side. Collected perfectly by Wamboka. Oh, that's good football here from Eastern Uganda. Wamboka. Boka again trying to be very clever, trying to impress Micho, and that's a foul. Mato Rogers from KCCA going down. And looks like the referee will want a word here with somebody, the captain, Lusimbula, being called here. But again, good skills from Rogers Mato.
Yeah, well, he left the brother in Pro Line when moving to KCCA.
Brian Mato.
Yeah, because apparently the relationship between them, you'd think that they'll move to a team together, but at one time the careers are different, and you take the opportunity as it comes. So Mato Rogers, that is why he's gone to KCCA and not played for them competitively because the league is yet to kick off.
Free kick for Julius Poloto for the Cranes. Long ball inside from Julius and goes way over. And again, it is Najib who's actually coming through there for those balls. Look at him.
The centre back.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Dennis Iguma is very mobile.
It's the second time that he's doing that, Najib. And Micho is actually watching very well. Simeon Masaba over there. Sorry, Massa rather.
Yeah. Jeffrey Massa should pass some of the notes to the young lads. Remember, he scored very many goals. Apparently, in his generation, you'd think he's Uganda's all-time goal scorer, considering the number of goals to the others, the late Majid and the likes, Wemamba, Hassan Mubiru.
Yeah.
The number of goals is not known.
Odongo chasing, Odongo receiving, flick on now. Now here comes Wamboka. Wamboka again. Looks for Peter. Tries to deliver, easily cuts away. Now the Cranes can break. Naku. Off the legs of Poloto. This is Steven Namisi. Trying to flip the ball through again, but straight up to the goalkeeper, Nafian. Well, if you've been following, that is football on UBC TV, together with good partnership with FUFA, you realize that we've actually been also telecasting the Women League. And we can proudly say that it's from the Women League that the ladies are now performing very well in the under-20s, Fiona. 6-0 over Kenya. Maybe it's 7 now, is it?
No, it's 6 and the game is still underway. We are yet to get communication from that side. A lot is going on at the moment in the Ugandan sports, and for football, a lot is going on. Remember, the Crested Cranes are in camp. Cranes are preparing for a Rwanda double-header. That is 7th October and 10th October. You realize that there is a lot to be done if Uganda is to qualify to the FIFA World Cup.
Ball forward now collected yet again by Steven Namisi. Looking for a Chai. He's trying to make that run. Shafiq trying to open up again, and Naku going down. It was actually a Chai rather. Goes up for another throw in here to the Cranes. Remember that Uganda Cranes take on Rwanda on the 6th of October. 7th of October,
yeah,
rather.
Yeah, 7th and 10th.
Then 10th of October again. Shafi Kajimu. Chai. Trying to cool the tempo of the game, looking for Wafula. Innocent. Good change. Wafula. Long ball in the D. Goalkeeper committing himself. And that's the collision. Ball cut back again, looking for Poloto. But easily stolen away at the midfield. That's good play. Kaliaswa Isma.
There is no urgency up front for the Cranes select team, because you think they're a little too slow to react to the balls coming through.
Leonzi. Najib. Wafula loses possession. Stolen away. Peter. Chance inside the D. Swept away, and that could be going out for a corner. But again, good pressing. Very, very good pressing here from the Eastern Ugandan side. Surely the Uganda Cranes are being given a test of Malewa here in Bugisu. I think it's not testing perfectly well for them, to the extent that they failed to read this well. Corner for Eastern Uganda. They're looking to get this, and they're looking to get it on well. Peter with the corner. The captain delivers. Odongo does not get. Swept away. Namisi. The one, look at well, Fiona, here we go. Look at this for throw-in.
Yeah.
Well, just remember that it's more of a friendly game, so we are trying to be also friendly here. But look at this for throw. Long ball. Good energy. Very good energy. And
Good energy
punch
and
away.
accurate. If you have numbers that are very good to attack the ball, then that means you can create chances from there. It is not so many players that are gifted with such energy. I've seen Godfrey Resma of Express, remember Dilap at Stoke City.
Oh, here comes a chance, and that goes out for Kuna. Well, again, they're trying to wake up now. Uganda Cranes trying to see if they can get something in here. And it's been very busy for that goalkeeper there, Kasivante, together with Fahad Aneko. All trying very much to make sure that the Uganda Cranes don't get anything past them. It's a Kuna here. It will be the usual suspect, Poloto Julius, the one to deliver this one. Poloto. Big ball inside, punched away by Edward. Repossessed by Ikuma. Trying to look to put that ball in the forbidden area, but back to Poloto. Poloto again. It's Poloto dancing his way through. Poloto! Punched away by the keeper, and straight good arms from Kasibante.
Yeah, trademark from him. Just goes past 1-2. When he gets the space, he always loves to shoot. Julius Poloto coming lively in this one, but the keeper was a little even better and just got that one comfortably.
Well, good shot and very, very good skills from Julius Poloto here. Trying to beat his marker perfectly well. Then goes for that shot. Good save from the keeper, very good save. That was good energy. Clever footballer. Thinks very fast what to do. Shoot. Again, very good arms from the former under-17 and under-20 goalkeeper. Well, these have actually been together for some time. Poloto and Kasivante at one time have been teammates.
Yeah, teammates. Remember, Poloto has also been captain of that under-20 team, getting promoted to the under-23. Yeah, Giacomo Kecho sometimes coming to that, so you realize that definitely they are pair and some other players that have grown up in the same generation.
Wamboka loses possession. This is Peter Lusimbula. Peter, now Odongo. Back again to Peter. Stolen away by Anaku. Looking for Semugabi Jude here. It's Jude away. They turn. Cross ball perfect, but not that well. Next to Julius Poloto. Poloto fighting his way through here. Shielding that ball, and he gets a throw in there. And again, good play, very, very good play from the Eastern Ugandan side, making sure that nothing goes past. Now they continue to brush. Shafik. Mbowa. Straight to the goalkeeper. Kasivante Edward. You can actually hear some bit of cheers coming through on the pitch. And it's very, very difficult, by the way, to keep the football faithfuls in Mbale out of their own stadium. We have seen this.
No, but sometimes you just need to be organized when you go to the right.
It is difficult to keep these guys there from Mbale.
Peter, when you get the right security people, believe me, they're just actually lenient to them. But if they wanted, they would definitely throw them out of the stadium. But remember, the president did a pass about 200 people allowed. So I think it is based on that we have some of them there. If they really are daring to the SOPs, then give them chance to come and watch, because there is always a better way to start welcoming back fans into stadium.
I do remember it was a Uganda Cup game where I think it was in Mbale he was playing, and the fans actually broke into the stadium. It was in Mbale Heroes, yes. I think they were playing Gaddafi. Oh, nice control inside the D. Good play. Oh, surely that's supposed to be a penalty.
Yeah.
Najib Fazil actually went for the player, not for the ball, but the referee could have been in the right place
to say that, and he had a few seconds to decide.
Olojame now calls for the hold ball. We'll be going to assess the situation. And from where we are watching from, it looked like Najib went a little bit late on the Eastern Ugandan footballer Nandala Nasur. Here we go. From the replay you can see this. Oh, is this? Yes, it is. Long ball in. We'll leave this to you to judge.
Oh, it's
that's
a
contact.
penalty.
That's contact.
There is contact, and there is even intention. So I think for me it's a penalty. I go with you, but the referee has a different idea. The captain Lusimbla with a very, very good pass up front, and Najib coming in so poor. It's a penalty for me.
That's a penalty. Really?
Yeah, that's why you have a few players complaining to him. You have Wamboka Edmond telling the referee no, the decision taken is not the right one. But really, you think there will not be a lot of boiling, because it's a friendly match, like you echoed. You can see the Cranes have their usual sponsors, and then you can see the select team differently also has the sponsors to the Uganda Cranes. And then when you look at the billboard surrounding the stadium, you know it is what it is. As Geoffrey Waswa, a defender from KCC, joined during this last window, is also warming up.
Well, it's still 0-0 here, and it looks like Najib will be very much okay to continue with this. He's very lucky that he did not give away the penalty. Actually,
saved by the referee.
Yeah,
I must admit.
well, the referee actually did cool it. Let's see, Lusimula Peter taking a little bit of refreshment to make sure that he does continue. He's been a very, very instrumental captain, both for club and, of course, region. Captain for Kataka, captain for the Eastern Ugandan side. Edward Kasivante here. 27 minutes on the clock played. It's a brush ball through there from Nandala. To be a little bit cautious, because it's Nandala Nasur, not Nandala Mafadi.
No, but it's a name from the Eastern region and could be coming from the same family.
Could be a corner. No, it's saved. Nice play there from Pengere. Driving that ball farther, recollected in the midfield. And just giving away Poloto. Finding it very difficult playing here. Good play from Shafi Kajimo, backtracking and playing perfectly well. Wafula. Goes back slightly to Najib. It's good play there from Boa. Now Najib, Boa. Intercepted here. We'll be looking for Peter. That's Peter now. And he wins a corner. Sorry, throw in rather.
Yeah, and Neko Fahad backtracked and came in. We'll have
a quick substitution.
Yeah.
Nafien is getting out.
Yeah, Nafien, but did anything happen to him?
Well, he has actually been very much injury prone. He is a very, very good goalkeeper.
Yeah, for URA Football Club. Came from Paida on Duparaka. Came from Duparaka
yeah.
to join them. And URA did take him back to school for a course. So he's one of those that they adore so much. But I think from the club coaches, that would be advice. That is why he has played only a few minutes. And it's good, Peter, to give chance to all the players. Remember, he dropped some, but now he has those he can comfortably use in coach Hamilton Mitchell, the Serbian wolf, like he loves to be called.
Well, it's half-time in Nairobi. Uganda leading Kenya by 6-0 in the FIFA Under-20. Is that long time ago?
Yeah, that is long time ago, Peter.
Oh, actually got that now.
We are, I think it's about 70 minutes into the game.
Pressure keeps on piling up here for Uganda, trying to see if they can get something for themselves. Wafula. Well, the substitution. Hey, Jacob Okech was the player that came through.
Yeah.
Now front Boa. Now Ikuma looks to Achai. Poloto. Oh, Poloto trying to be very clever at the byline there. And the ball just goes away for a throw into Eastern Uganda. 15 minutes remaining to play for here. 0-0. Already a substitution for the Cranes. Alionzi Nafian coming out for Benkoma Kech. Another footballer who's actually grown in the ranks of football. Benkoma Kech actually from Vipers, right? I need to be corrected there. Such a very, very instrumental footballer, Benkoma Kech, the
after
young goalkeeper.
Sekaja, Vipers has also been a lot involved with the transfer business, apart from bringing in Brighton Kani this season around. A great keeper he is. Those who saw him featuring Fondeja University, I think, and is developing at a very good speed.
Peter, long ball through straight to Benkoma Kech. Well, reminding you that Benkoma Kech is the only Vipers footballer on this team.
About Najib.
You are it.
I thought this was Najib Yega. No, Najib plays up front. This is Najib Fesali. That is URA. You're right, URA.
One more pressing for the eastern side. Played away there by Kahandi. Latif, that's his name.
Yeah, Vipers are playing in the Uganda Cup final, so it was very hard for them to give their players to the national team.
And they play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wafula. Collecting on the midfield, looking for Boa Patrick. Driving that ball further, Boa. With chest control from Jude Semugabi and stolen away. Oh, interestingly, Cranes player goes for a Cranes player there. More pressure. Kahandi. Away by Isma. Cranes get themselves a throw in again. Good pressing, very good play there. They are standing very well. That is Kahandi. Tiff. Basically from Kataka. Najib here.
Isn't he the son of the owner of the club of Kataka?
Oh yes, he is.
Yeah, if I recall so well. So playing for father's club.
Yeah, but he's a very, very fine footballer. They are Tiff Kahandi, the defender. Actually, they are two. Him together with Nandala Nasur. Fine footballers.
Nanda is also a son. So basically, as long as they have the talent, they are called on merit. There are no quarries there. And you're reminded, football officially since 1924 as the Cranes look for one.
Poloto here. And goes away for another corner here. Well, trust me, Fiona, if we had a very, very beautiful stadium in Mbale, I think Mbale would be one of the cities to be hosting Uganda Cranes always. Because with such weather, the scenery, the beauty, Mbale is a very good place to visit, I can assure you.
Actually, I can add on to your voice to call out government. Mbale and the different regions have beautiful stadia.
Oh, yeah, they come again. Chance Mbowa. Actually, it was the captain, rather, Iguma.
Acrobatic kick.
Iguma fouling there, but had all the right to go for that, Iguma. But unfortunately, in the process, goes on to bring down Kahandi Thief. Thief is actually waiting for some bit of medical care. Looks like Iguma will be going to the book. In the aftermath of that, Thief. Here we go. The issue that led to the foul. Good corner. Iguma had all the right to go for that. Really all the right. And oh yes, that's a foul.
Yeah, unlike his colleagues on the Crane Select team who are probably just making the team and having only a few caps official on the team, he is one of those that has been there. But remember, he's been out for some good time, only coming for KCCA during the second round, and again trying to come back with the national team. He's always assured that's something good about a brilliant footballer, because you know when you're out they will not consider you, but the moment you get back on form you will be considered. I believe that is why he's on this team, for experience, to try and lead the young ones, as we see some of the players of the Eastern Select team talking to their coach, I think for a different game approach.
It's way by Edward, uncollected yet again at the midfield. Shafi gives it away, stolen by Emma. Mbowa, Kajimu. This is Peter. Again, good play there from Najib. Reads the situation and assesses it very well, puts it out for a throw-in.
Just look at Mitchell's sitting posture. I think he's a lot competitive. Even this game, he wants to win it.
He's in trouble, Mitchell. He has not yet won a game ever since he came back.
No, but even if he wins this one, it doesn't count a lot, apart from whatever I said.
It does count, Fiona.
No,
he has not won a game ever since he came.
Yeah, so I went to put this on his CV that he won a Cranes regional select tour match.
Okay, maybe that. Throw brought in. Splashed away by Najib, and another call for the foul. It's a free kick. Well, ever since Mitchell came back in part 2, well, we've had a loss against Ethiopia, draw against
Kenya,
and draw against Mali.
Though a draw against Kenya and Mali would be, I don't know, either a plus or a dent on his team, on his CV, considering how Uganda, but that is Najib Faisal for you of URA.
A foul from Odongo there.
I mistook him for Najib Yiga.
Hey, yellow card going away to Odongo. Thought it was his first foul, but the referee Ojame is currently the one in charge of the game, and Odongo just strides away. It's a free kick here towards the center of the pitch, to the half of the Eastern Ugandan side. This is where the free kick came from. Yeah, that's a free kick from the side.
Yeah, Najib has featured in almost all games of URA. Remember, this season they have played the Confederation Cup matches at the preliminary stage, both home in Chitenda and away in Ethiopia. He did feature.
Fine player. Peter. Nice play there from Lusimbula Peter. Aneko Peter. Passing that ball to Odongo. Kajimu. Unfortunately, Mato Rogers just failing to keep that ball on play. Goes out for throwing now to Eastern Uganda.
The players are a little uncoordinated, and I think it's because some of them are new to one another in this crane setup. And remember, they just teamed up, I think, in a week, because we had the announcement on Monday that there would be a game of this kind.
It's away by Peter. Throw for Uganda. Oh, that word Uganda still stuck in my head, so I'll just say throw for the Cranes. Eastern Uganda is Uganda at the end of the day. Away from Najib. Iguma. Long. Looking to open up on the wing side, looking for Mato, or looking for Afula. Well, he's been perfect today, Lusimbula Peter.
Yeah, I think the Eastern side will, of course, have another team in the league, Gaddafi.
Yeah. Well, Gaddafi doing very well, I have to admit. Fine team, really. It's a long ball through. And back away to the goalkeeper in Edward Kasibante.
In Kenya, the Kenyan team is trying to come back. They have so far scored 2, so it is 6-2.
Well, now that's dangerous, huh?
Yeah.
When you have your opponent coming back to score 2 goals, I think the Uganda ladies are currently comfortable with the lead.
They have
That's
moved,
risky.
Yeah, they feet on the accelerator because Shaheen Opisa has now scored her second, so it is 2 I think she's just like Juliet Nalukenge, who scored 2 but has not yet done that in the second half. She may even have come out, considering the coach's approach in Ayubu Khalifa.
Innocent Wafula. Does the referee award a throw in or a foul? It's a very late call there from the referee. Not to Rogers, but I think will be a free kick. It's free kick to the Cranes, and it will be Julius Polotto to deliver this one. Wafula Innocent being told to get into position. Well, they say no fans in, fans sit on the fence. That's an interesting one there. Polotto with the delivery, bounces through here. Najib fighting, shot coming loose, and here comes Wafula looking to get this through. Wafula clips it back. Polotto. Ooh, Polotto dancing his way through. Polotto again. It's Polotto. Goal kick. Well, about 5 minutes remaining to half time. Eastern Uganda nil, Uganda Cranes nil.
Yeah, the Eastern Select team has handled the Uganda Cranes Select team. So Uganda Cranes team actually, because Cranes is not select, it is the Uganda Cranes. And that is why many fancy to be there, though it cannot be officially be called a full cup.
Odongo needs to be very careful. He's already on a yellow card. Well, another foul from him will result into a red one. Shafiq actually saying Odongo went with his elbow.
Yeah, Odongo is such an aggressive footballer, but I think sometimes he goes overboard, and that is why he's so far being warned by his senior, because Shafiq Kajimu and Odongo, Shafiq gets the nod.
Well, reminding you, tomorrow we have the final of the Uganda Cup, and that one is also coming to you live on UBC. It's a battle between Vipers and Bull. Interesting one. Well, reminding you that Bull actually did overcome Express Football Club to make it to their first finale.
Yeah, but is it a one-off? Can they upset the Venoms? That is a question for another day, Peter, but well, it will answer tomorrow on UBC TV. You'll be watching that game here.
Well, the Commandos will be up against the Viper.
The 13 Commandos.
13 Commandos.
And one of them is injured. Not yet back fully. That is Ambrose Kirias. So you can call them
12 Commandos.
12 and an injured commando.
12 and a half.
When you go to war, of course, you carry along the injured ones and deliver them to a safe place.
Well, that will be tomorrow. So we shall be seeing that tomorrow. Live on UBC TV. Vipers up against Bull. The Stanbic Uganda Cup final. Solid. This is Polotto now. Actually, a Chai rather. Chai overdoes it and scores away. The way a Chai together with the Polotto do run almost similar. Similar to some extent. You actually can't confuse the two. Long ball from Namisi. Clipped away here. Now another foul. Free kick to Eastern Uganda. The free kick shall be delivered in by Namisi Steven, another footballer from Kataka, trying to switch that ball further forward. Minutes to go. That's how it's currently running up and moving in from one to the other. 3 minutes. The game still lives to its expectations here. Uganda, Cranes, and an Eastern selected side.
Yeah, some players have the chance to deliver, and if you go by the words of former Proline PR or Ron Rusulide, you realize that he thinks a lot of Rogers Mato. He thinks he is one of those that will finally make it to the senior team and maybe future for Uganda in those competitive tournaments.
Iguma, a lot of experience from him there, Iguma. Now to Najib. Long ball from Najib, trying to open up on two play. Here comes a chance away, good play. Inside the box and could be a chance, it's over the bar from Poloto. Oh, that was the best chance really to give the Cranes a lead. That was the best chance. Unfortunately, Poloto just misses from close range.
You can see the disappointment on his face, and you can see him swing his arms in disappointment. Again, Julius Poloto had the chances, came close. I think it's the only decent chance they have had close to goal, and he again balloons that one up in the air.
Well, here we go from the replay. Good ball it was, and Anaku opening that ball perfect. Look at this, really. One-on-one, you surely can't put that in. Cross ball by Mato, over the bar from Poloto.
I didn't think he got the right footing when he got close to the ball.
Wafula Innocence. About a few seconds of no more time to play for. Anaku, Wafula. Long again there from Imboa Patrick. Looking to open up on Jude Semugabi. And Poloto fouling. Just waiting to find out exactly how many minutes the referee will be adding on this.
I just think about 1 or 2.
He's added 4.
Yeah, 4.
He's added 4.
We did have minutes stoppage elsewhere, but anyway, it is the referee's game at the moment, and he can decide to do what he thinks is right.
Peter here is up against Mato Rogers.
What is in Mato's head? Is it a design?
No, that's the grass. Yeah, that's the grass, Fiona.
I was wondering, straight I was going to ask Ronnie, what is this? I thought it was a design, Peter. Seriously, well, we have a throw in.
I love the throw from Namisi, Steven. Here we go again from Namisi. Long ball inside from Namisi. Kuma catches out of his line. A chance here. In the back and finally cleared away. Well, you realize that the Uganda Cranes footballers have actually decided to close the gap whenever Namisi Steven is going to throw.
Yeah.
They actually close the gap there.
Yeah, because they know the dangers that can come from such a throw-in. Not marked so well in the box, you have someone putting the head to the ball, and then you know you can easily be punished. So you need not to take any chance, whatever team you're playing.
Long from Najib. It's away by Peter. Oh, this goes up another throw into the Cranes. Thrown by Wafula. So far about 1 minute and a few seconds already played of the added 4. They're looking for Ben Komakech. Sorry, Komakech.
Ben Komakech.
That's a basketballer.
Yeah, I was going to tell you futures in the Ugandan NBL.
Oh dear. It's the effect when you actually do a lot of sport.
Yeah, it's okay, no problem. Peter, you're pardoned.
Fine play from Eastern Uganda. Mere fact they are holding the Uganda Cranes to a 0-0 at halftime. Really shows you that they have taken this game very seriously. And that's a free kick. Isma Kaliaswa just been fouled there by Wafula Innocent. It's good battle, very good battle.
Yeah, good battle, and the goalkeeper is Jack.
Jack Komakech,
yes.
Not Ben. Sorry about that. It's a problem of the Komakech in there. It's Isma from Bali Garage.
Garage or Soroti Garage?
No, Bali Garage. The reason Bali Garage.
Because if it was Soroti Garage, you definitely know.
It's away by Peter. Trying to drive it through, and that's a foul. Free kick to the Cranes, and we're just a few seconds away from the whistle to actually take us to the dugout for halftime here. And Jack Komakech with the one to urge the footballers in. Well, there you have it. Referee does blow the whistle to bring the first 45 minutes to an end. It's been, I can say, a fairly balanced game between the two sides, Eastern and the Cranes. And some bit of talk coming in here from Nandala Nasur. I'm still thinking that the foul on Nandala Nasur inside the box to me was a penalty.
Of course, the penalty appeal from the Eastern Select team, and a lot of action. So many tactical adjustments coming in from both coaches. Coach told of the Eastern Select team, I think, on sport for doing everything right. He has a lot of players, but they have lived equal to the task. For the Uganda Cranes team, that is why you see them talking to one another before they can go to the dressing rooms to get instructions from Coach Mitchell, because they know apparently they've not done a lot. Are they staying here, or they will walk out to the dressing rooms? Are there dressing rooms? That is also a question for another day, Peter.
Well, there you have it. So it is fairly balanced, I have to admit, Fiona. Fairly balanced the game has been. And Mitchell will actually try very much to sit down and re-strategize on another move on how we can actually get the bait up from that is the Eastern side here. But so far, it's halftime. Eastern Uganda 0, Cranes 0. Let's go back to Broadcast House. John Van Sentemu and, of course, Luandaga will be dissecting this. When we come back, second half, don't go away.
Switch from Airtel, Uganda's only 100% 4G network, and get 50% data bonus on all bundles purchased using Airtel Money. Visit the nearest Airtel shop with a valid national ID to buy a SIM card today. For business entities, please share an email with business.support@ug.airtel.com. Enjoy the best rates on calls, SMS, data, and Airtel Money across Uganda on your preferred number. 50% data bonus is valid till 15th November 2021. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Echa COVID-19 kijja kuggwa only if we stay at home, observe physical distancing, wear masks properly, sanitize or wash our hands with soap and water regularly, or get vaccinated now.
You know, you could just buy a new smartphone from anywhere in Uganda. Dial *175 *94# to activate their 100% double data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles for 3 months. Better yet, you automatically receive free 1 GB valid for 30 days. You are hooked already, aren't you? Enjoy 100% double data bonus from Airtel. Buy a smartphone from anywhere in Uganda and insert an Airtel SIM card. Dial *175 *94# to activate a 100% data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles, valid for 3 months. Dial *175# and select your preferred bundle to activate a 100% data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles, valid for 3 months. Airtel, the smartphone network.
And referees, the players and the officials make this game try.
Oh yeah, when the football final ends, that is a little later, when you come back for the second half. And after the second half, please make ensure that you remain tuned to Uganda Broadcasting Corporation TV and all its sister networks, notably Magic 100 FM, where the music Saturday mix comes to you live at 10 p.m. and our Nasa Mukasa will be there giving you the hits with his melodious voice, and the music will reign with the football that we're just witnessing now. Welcome back from the Mbale Municipal Stadium, where the Cranes are being held by the Eastern Select side, scoreless at halftime. I'm still in studio, joined by a young man, Michael Senfumaluandaga, who's been watching it up close and personal. I want him to start with the striking force of the Uganda Cranes, because we expected them to run riot, but ultimately they have failed. Only to remind Ugandans before he comes in that the Cranes Namutima is an initiative by the Federation of Uganda Football Associations to prepare the team ahead of any major engagements. Between COVID year and now, there was nothing because of COVID, of course. But prior that, 2016, we started. Players like Farouk Mia were highlighted from this tournament. And now we are again Eastern Uganda. But now, Michael Senfuma, how was the half? Uganda Cranes especially, the striking department.
As usual, Uganda has a couple of problems when it comes to the issue of the striking line. Even today, Sadat Anaku, Judsem Gavi and Poloto have not been clinical when it comes to the issue of finishing the balls. You just took a look at the last chance the Cranes got when Poloto failed to hit the back of the net, hitting the ball just above the bar, and it reminded me of the Man United penalty that Bruno Fernandes has just struck into the skies,
but straightforward end.
Yeah. But when you look at the performance of all the players today, I really think the Eastern Region Select has really been at it today. Okay. They have made sure they don't concede a goal, and if it wasn't for the referee to deny them a penalty, we would have seen the Cranes trailing by 1-0 by now.
But is it whether the Cranes trail or not in such a game, the Cranes Namutima, does it impact heavily on whichever coach is there in terms of selection ahead of games? Today is the 25th day of 2021, sorry, in September. We've got just 10 days before we play a game. Do you think such games impact on the team selection?
Yes, they do, because some of these young lads have always been our question, and we were asking why Coach Mitchell doesn't give them an opportunity. But today here comes a young Mato Rogers, a Poloto, an Achai on the flank, and the young lad there in Wafula Innocent, all being given an opportunity to showcase what they can do. And I really think Coach Mitchell is studying player by player today. That is why we might see some of their faces in the final squad that will travel to Kigali, Rwanda.
I thought you were very rude on the strikers, because the midfield and maybe the defenders, modern day football, the wing backs are usually almost more like midfielders, are the ones that are meant to supply the guys up front, the Semogabis of this world, the Polotas of this world, the Anakus of this world, in order for them to execute clearer. Do you think our midfield has played its role?
Uganda Cranes midfield has been very good, but even the young lad in Wamboka playing for the Eastern Region Select has really been so wonderful, giving Poloto very limited space to do what he can really do best. You can take a look at all those shots. Poloto tried to really hit to the goal, but the goalkeeper also was so clinical when it came to the issue of putting up a great performance. Take a look at that, and a great save in there, which continue to show that in Uganda we still have lots of talent, but at times these talents are not seen, and this is a very big opportunity. Even in the second half, I expect to see the introduction of UPDF's midfielder Ibrahim Wamana, who was once at Proline some seasons ago. But I really think he can come out here and prove a point to Coach Mitchell that he cannot rely on only the Boboses of this world and not only the Kalida Uchos. We have very many great midfielders that should be given an opportunity. That was the penalty I was talking about.
That was clearly bundled over by, who was that? Who bundled that man over? It was a clear penalty.
Yeah, that was Patrick Mboa.
Patrick Mboa, the man in the middle of the pack, one of the guys in the middle of the pack, three guys in the middle of the pack, him, Shafiq Kajimukuchi, and Roger Mato. Yeah, the guys in the middle of the pack. I think he faulted that. Lucky the referee didn't see it. But Michael, but Ugandans watching out there, you've talked about the Cranes, the guys in the red kit are trying to impress Coach Mitchell. How about the guys in yellow? Can they impress him?
Yes, they can impress him. That is why they are playing hearts out today, to try entice him, and probably they can get a national team call-up. Probably they cannot make the 23-man squad, but the mere fact that they get a call-up and get into the camp can also be a bonus to them. Dennis Iguma there trying to give us an acrobatic kick in the first 45 minutes, but
okay. As you talk to Dennis Iguma, let me ask you. Oh, that was supposed to be a goal.
Yeah, that is Poloto for you.
That was supposed to be a goal.
Missing a clear-cut opportunity.
That is a
just imagine. We have that opportunity up against Rwanda.
Oh my goodness.
And we
it's followed in that position.
Yeah, in that kind
and
of
especially
manner.
Rwanda. Now, you talked about a couple of lads on the team trying to impress the manager, but the defense of Uganda, there's Habara Chai on the left, there's Innocent Wafula on the right, there's Najib Fesari in the center, and
Patrick
Mbowa. How have they been like in the first half?
Yeah,
supposing against Rwanda, no one else joins them, can they hold steady?
No, they can't hold. Because if at all, even the Eastern Region Select is giving them
punching holes into them.
it is giving them very hard time. You saw the penalty that the referee denied them. If at all, Mr. Producer can give me that clip just one more time, you can get to see that even our officiating is also questionable in one way or the other. But great performance from the boys in yellow, and I hope to see a great second half, whereby I expect to see a couple of changes. Coach Mitchell has already changed the goalkeeper, introducing Jack Komakech.
That's where I was going.
Okay.
Jack Komakech just signed for Vipers SC, and now Nathan Alionzi falters maybe in the first half, and Coach Mitchell finds it right to give this lad a chance. We saw him represent Uganda at the under-20, and it was simply immense for that team, despite his height, for me, which I thought is a disadvantage. Do you think that from now on, this guy can steadily and progressively move forward and maybe try to take over that slot left by Dennis Onyango?
The problem we have in Ugandan football is that these boys are not followed up. All of a sudden, you will see a Charles Lukwago coming in, and then Jack Komakech will run out of the coach's minds. And it should be Kajoba's duty to make sure we have about 12 or 15 goalkeepers that can fight for that.
But Kajoba, by the way, Kajoba, he's doing that. He's moving around every club in Uganda.
Yes, he's moving around clubs,
everywhere, trying to tell them that try to instill in them the basics of goalkeepers. Tell you what, I mean, most Ugandan clubs, except for the Super Division, maybe Big League, most Ugandan clubs don't have goalkeeper coaches. And tell you what, a goalkeeper coach is a specialized unit that can only be done by them.
Yeah.
I think Kajoba is doing that, and we take that right.
He's doing that, but
take that right. First, take it right.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it because you need it.
Not
But,
because I need it, because it's a fact.
No, because you need it. But when you look at some of these young lads, they can give us great performances with time to come.
Okay.
If at all you nurture Jack Komakech from now in the World Cup 2026, he will be one of the greatest goalkeepers Uganda can rely on, like we did rely on Onyango for a very long period of time. I remember Onyango started playing for the Uganda Cranes back in 2006 when he got his debut. Up to 2020, he was always there. Yeah. So if at all even these boys are given that kind of time, they are looked at and followed up by the federations and the coach and the goalkeeping coach at the national team, we can have 2 or 3 more Onyangos in the Uganda Cranes goalposts.
Yeah, I remind Ugandans that you're watching Uganda Broadcasting Corporation TV. It's the Namutima studio for you today. It's sport that we promised you, and sport is what we deliver. Please keep it UBC and all other sister networks of Uganda Broadcasting Corporation after this game, because live programming still continues. But let's cross over and go back to Peter Otai and Fifi Fionapiki Namido, who are comfortably seated at the Mbale Municipal Stadium, waiting for us to leave. And why don't we?
Switch from AfriCell to Airtel, Uganda's only 100% 4G network, and get 50% data bonus on all bundles purchased using Airtel Money. Visit the nearest Airtel shop with a valid national ID to buy a SIM card today. For business entities, please share an email with business.support@ug.airtel.com. Enjoy the best rates on calls, SMS, data, and Airtel Money across Uganda on your preferred number. 50% data bonus is valid till 15th November 2021. Airtel, the smartphone network.
You know, you could just buy a new smartphone from anywhere in Uganda. Dial *175*94# to activate their 100% double data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles for 3 months. Better yet, you automatically receive free 1 GB valid for 30 days. You are hooked already, aren't you? Enjoy 100% double data bonus from Airtel. Buy a smartphone from anywhere in Uganda and insert an Airtel SIM card. Dial *175 *94 hash to activate a 100% data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles. Valid for 3 months. Dial *175 hash and select your preferred bundle to activate a 100% data bonus offer on weekly or monthly bundles. Valid for 3 months. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Echa COVID-19 kijja kuggwa only if we stay at home, observe physical distancing, wear masks properly, sanitize or wash our hands with soap and water regularly, or get vaccinated now.
Getting GoTV was the best decision James has ever made. Finding a good place to watch football was never easy, but it was costly until James discovered something big. Now he can finally enjoy the benefits of homegrown advantage with a decoder and 1 month of GoTV Valley. For just 25,000 shillings, enjoy the world's biggest leagues and cap competitions. GoTV Uganda, love it.
Join us from Monday to Friday for Good Morning Uganda with me, Felix Nkunda.
Priscilla Naluoga.
Robert Chirabo.
Molen Kenyana.
Ruben Mpimba. With all the morning's essentials.
Including the very latest in news, traffic,
weather and sports.
Live on TV and across all our social media platforms. #UBCGMU.
Hope you'll be setting your alarms, cause we are looking forward to seeing you then.
This is Good Morning Uganda.
Make this game try. One family, one religion, one nation. It is our game, it's our country, it's our joy, it's our nation.
Welcoming you back to the second half from the Mbale Municipal Stadium here. It's a battle between an Eastern Ugandan selected side up against the Uganda Cranes here. And if you're just joining us, it's still goalless, 0-0 here. And have to admit, you haven't missed anything if you've just joined in right now. But again, beautiful scenery from Mbale. What a sight.
Mbale Municipal Stadium, a lot of history made there, and so many trophies also made and won there. Well, we can tell you that I anticipate Coach Mitchell at one point will have to make about 4 to 5 changes to get his team ticking. The Eastern Select side gave him a run of his money as they tried to come through, denied a penalty, a clear one, but it's a friendly, and I believe the Select team will not dwell on that going into the second half, but for the team, the Cranes team, you think that lots of changes will have to be made there to get better chances at scoring. The Eastern Select team and the Uganda Cranes team ready to go during the second half. Warming up a little bit as the referee
I've just gotten confirmation that Uganda Cranes has changed the entire team.
Yeah.
It is only Poloto and Ben Komakechu has actually remained.
Yeah, because you can see Brian Ahewa right there in jersey number 9. So those are the changes coming through. The whole team has gone out apart from Julius Poloto. I think it's to give him more playing time because he's been disturbed by lots of injuries in the past. So don't mind when you see the likes of Geoffrey Waswa. So it is second team. He had the first one, took out 10. You can say took out 11 because we have the goalkeeper already changed. Giacomo Makech coming in for Lyonzi Nafian. And now the outfield and the forward players have also changed.
Well, welcoming you yet again here. So that's how things are currently standing up. And possibly we shall be able to enjoy this one. There's a change in armory right now. Change in armory, Fiona.
But have they warmed up a bit? Because you have the Eastern Select team already warming up and already knowing what could slightly go on. That is Geoffrey Waswa for you in the middle of the park. Giacomo Makech retains his place from the first half. Geoffrey with the ball gives it away.
It's a very long ball there by the Uganda Cranes. Some information that it's not shared really. But so far that is how it's currently standing up.
Mitchell on the touchline. Somebody says he's looking for his first win since returned to the national team. For me, I think it may not matter a lot.
Oh, possibly we shall be able to see how far, because right now there is also a change in captaincy.
Yeah, definitely there is a change in the armband because Dennis Guma cannot continue, as we have very many other players coming through.
Well, Geoffrey Waswa is actually the captain right now, and he'll be trying very much to see if he can hold the nerves of the Cranes team here. Free kick according to the referee's call. It's been awarded. It's going to be a free kick here for the eastern side. The big man himself, Isma, standing very tall as they continue to drive long ball through. Waswa heading down. Odongo. Oh, this was actually the foul with the Poloto actually bringing down on Isma. Throw in. We brought in quickly by Namisi Steven, looking to be the one to deliver this one forward. Namisi. This is Namisi. Long ball in. And looking for the options headed away there by Waswa. Collected yet again in the midfield position. Good fight. Very, very good fight there. And you realize that the game has actually become a little bit pacey.
Yeah. Brian Ahewa, Joaquim Ojera. Those are the players. Patrick Mbowa Patrick, I think, should be partnering Geoffrey Waswa in central defense. Is some of the players that Coach Mitchell has brought into the second half. I would say has brought into the entanglement, but that will be a different word. Well, credit.
Here comes a chance again for the eastern side, and
yeah, it
what's
goes,
the ball?
Yeah, I was giving credit to the people who are responsible for the development of the eastern region in terms of sports at large, though we could center on football now, and one of them should be the Right Honorable Anita Among, Deputy Speaker. They are giving voice to all those that can submit in any solution to try develop the game.
Oh, there was a long-range shot a while ago. Well, the midfield, actually, the center defense is being held by Waswa Geoffrey and Ramadan Musa. Those two are the ones currently holding that for the Ugandan Cranes.
Yeah, and sometimes Mbowa, I think, is played at the midfield. If Musa is partnering Geoffrey Waswa, that would be something good for Molebi Ekwaso, because it means then you have a very good follow-up for KCCA.
True, there will be a double substitution here for the Eastern Uganda as they continue to live up to expectations. Ojera. This is fitting Ojera again. It will be a free kick to the Uganda Cranes. And Joaquim Ojera, another pacey footballer here. And trust me, who'll be giving the Eastern Ugandan team a run for their money. As the East are looking to make a sub, Ojera wins a free kick here for the Uganda Cranes. 0-0. And so far, just 4 minutes are played in here. Free kick. Poloto. Big delivery. Swept away. And collected yet again at the midfield here. Ooh, poor play there from Ashraf. Referee allows it to continue. Good play there from Geoffrey. Back to the goalkeeper, Komakech.
Yeah. The other players that came in are Ashraf Mandela, George Kadu. We already had a Najib going out. And right now you have a Joachim Ojera, Mubarakan Subugov Police, Ashraf Mugume, Sadata Naku. Those are some of the players that Coach Mitchell did introduce for this second half.
Komakech. There's a ball down again to Geoffrey. The game continues to get its way through here slowly by slowly. Poloto looking to nick that ball through. That is Kadu. Unfortunately for Kadu, just can't keep the ball on play. George Kadu, not the other Kadu.
Giant, yeah, that is Georgie Kadu. One of those that is promising. Has had a very good spell with the Wakiso-based team. And can actually operate on both sides for you, but this time on the left. Well, the Cranes have a corner. We need to see how they manage this one.
Brought in by Poloto, just for the header, straight away, it's in! Simple tap in, really. Well, the eastern side of Uganda had actually locked on, and Joachim Ojera is the one that scores the goal here for the East, for the Cranes rather.
URA's Joachim Ojera being thanked by his teammates. You can see Brian Ahewa hold on to him as Ashraf Mugume and the rest go back to their respective positions to try again attack, but realize I think Coach Mitchell prepared and kept the best for last.
Well, Joachim Ojera loves to score whenever he puts on a Uganda Cranes jersey, but now there's the substitution coming up here. Dear me. Oh, that's the corner. And the foul. Poor goalkeeping, you have to admit.
Poor goalkeeping. Edward Kasivante lost his footing, lost his balance, and allowed a rebound to come through. Joachim Ojera was already in the ground, but managed to get up a little bit and notch this in. Terrible goalkeeping. And who will be to blame for this one? The Cranes team are on attack once again.
Well, Eastern Uganda has actually made a substitution. We shall be confirming these substitutes a little later on. And now stolen away. Long ball further. Straight up to the goalkeeper, Jack Komakech. Trying to hold his balance. This is Waswa, the captain, Geoffrey Waswa, trying to switch that ball further forward, headed back a little bit deep down, and well, is allowed to roll out for a goal kick. Sorry, for a throw-in rather. One throw to be brought in here. Kadu looking to deliver this one further. Long from Kadu. Straight up to the goalkeeper on the other side, Kasivante. Totally wasted ball. Komakech will be very happy to receive that. Well, remember that the last time these two sides met here, it was 1-0 in favor of Eastern Uganda. Now it's actually 1-0 in favor of the Cranes.
Yeah, and a lot of many of those that featured for the Eastern team have moved on to different regions. That is why they cannot feature for the Eastern region. What you love about this is players are selected on merit and purely coming from the various regions.
Stolen away, looking for more possession. One pass in the middle. Intercepted there by Ibrahim Amama. Is that Amam?
Ibrahim Wamana.
Wamana loses possession. One pass again. Well, Ibrahim putting on jersey number 17 today, making sure that everything goes according to plan. And actually see the strength of the win now. Currently taking away the advertising boards from there. It's very, very strong, we have to admit. It's been a rainy season in this part of Bugisu, and if you go down to the opposite side, it's been An area which has been hit a lot by landslides in Bududa. Bududa very close here. There's going to be another long throw in. So wait and see what comes in from this one. Namisi throws that ball long inside the D. Komakech committing. Chance here. And it goes over the bar.
Yeah.
Very, very close.
Yeah, they missed by a wishka. I normally love to use such a word.
Oh, it was very close. Really, really very close, you have to admit. I'll be thinking of the missed chances as they actually see if they can come back into level terms with the Ugandan side here. Waswa driving that ball further forward. And that's Kadu. Stolen away at the midfield. Good play here, good play. Poloto, Kadu. Waswa, Poloto. Now stolen away in the midfield. This is a chance that can deliver something sweet, but just easily rolls back to the goalkeeper, Jacko Makech. Well, they'll be looking for the options. They'll be looking for more bodies forward. Ojera will be that footballer. Poloto in here. 1-2's inside. Oh, this is good football from the Cranes now. Can they get something more in the zone? Just over the bar.
Davis Kasidia cannot get this on target. He's just joined KCCA. Oh, no, that is Brian Ahebwa. For once, he looked like Kasidia up in the air. Brian Ahebwa.
Well, Fiona, according to my list here, jersey number 9 is Davis Kasidia.
But that is Brian Ahebwa, Peter. It is Brian Ahebwa of KCCA, formerly of Mbarara. Puts some disorganization, you can't say, in shirt naming and what they gave the commentary box.
Well, Davis Kasidia is actually my jersey number 9
yeah,
coming
but
in from Fufa.
Yeah, and I bet my everything that is Brian Ahebwa for you. Donning jersey number 9.
Brian. Yes,
yeah,
that's
that
Brian.
is Brian Ahebwa.
Interesting stuff. Goal kick. Now Uganda Cranes will try very much as the Eastern Select will try to make another change now. Hopefully we can get these changes coming in from where we are at the moment. Good play from Ibrahim. Poloto. It's collected by Ujera. Poloto looking to nick that ball further forward, but nothing coming in from that move. Well, you have to admit that the change in strategy is actually sweet for the Ugandan side. Now, this is where we have a problem because the substitutes are made and there is no substitution board here.
Yeah, whatsoever. I think that it was mistake for a game on TV. Yeah, the organizers, the Eastern delegates, the delegates coming from the Eastern region, this is your match.
Yeah. Now
that is very, very
Odongo
bad.
is out.
Yeah, Odongo has come out.
Odongo is actually out, and in comes jersey number 11. Oh, that's how bad it is.
Oh,
another substitution for goalkeeping.
Yeah.
So you have to admit that Kayonzi wasn't.
That is Simon Tamale, actually. That is Simon Tamale. That is Simon Tamale of Bright Stars. So we've had 3 goalkeepers in a space of 57 minutes. And Tamale will play the remaining 33 minutes. Uganda railing to go.
Game continues to deliver. To the back zone, swept away. Oh, the referee will be awarding a free kick from slightly behind, and there will be a question of either a yellow card to Poloto or no. Let's wait and see and confirm this. And Poloto receiving a yellow card there. Just 58 minutes. It is still Eastern Uganda 0, Uganda Cranes 1. And that goal coming in from that gentleman on your screen, Ojera. Oh, problem here. Here we go. Some problem is going on in here. Yeah. Look at this. The referee is also confused on what's going on here. Having a word with his assistant and the player. Well, just reminding you that it was Ojera that scored the goal. Maybe it's what the referee was trying to correct.
Yeah, because they come in with different shirt numbers. And he has different shirt numbers on his roster because whatever he has is what we have.
Oh, reminds me of Express and Bull.
Well, it happens. TIA, this is Africa.
Shouldn't be the case for you now all the time. Shouldn't blame it all the time on TIA. So some of the things that can be sorted out very easily, but there's an offside here. Still very sweet, approaching the 59th minute, actually approaching the 60th minute right now. Game still very much alive. Waswa Geoffrey receives the ball yet again. Waswa. Ball away. Tamale. Lusimbula receiving a yellow card. That's a very good play a while ago there from Ashraf Mugume. This is Mugume now. Easy pass, nicking that ball perfect. Collected there by 15.
Mubarakan Subuga.
Subuga. Ahebwa. We're just confirming you now. It is Ahebwa, jersey number 9. Structure-wise, face-wise, it is him.
Yeah, Cassidy is a little more taller than Brian Ahebwa. He's such a lanky lad that you'd easily see it. Throw in from Georgie Kadu. He's trying to go long. The Cranes trying to double their lead.
Here they come again, the Cranes. Driving up was Kadu. Looking for Jera. Repossessed onto the wing side now. That's beautiful play from Ashraf Mandela. Referee awards that a throw-in. Well, Kadu shall be the one to throw this ball forward from the right-hand side of play. And there will be another substitution, Fiona, and coming in is jersey number 14.
For Uganda Cranes?
Oh, yes.
That should be Cassidy. Sadata Naku.
Sadata Naku is actually...
Let's wait and see, Peter. And
Sadata Naku was putting on jersey number 14. Maybe Micho was calling him for a top point, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm getting confused here.
Eastern Select Team versus Uganda Cranes. We will take the names by what we know. And now, officially, we should give up on the numbers sent to us, Peter. So we go to Simon Tamale in goal. Musa Ramadan there. Back to Simon. George waiting on the left side together with Waswa Geoffrey.
Yeah, perfect play for the captain. Now trying to drive that ball further forward. And they collect Kadu. Repossess yet again at the midfield. Nice play there from Aneko. Kaliaswa going down, but the referee will award a free kick to the Uganda Cranes. And Isma Kaliaswa is actually apologetic for that tackle on jersey number 15, Mubarak Nsubuga.
He's such a big guy who will aggressively attack you. I think Yasin Mugume came into that.
That's very painful.
Yeah.
I actually felt it from the commentary box here.
Mubarak Nsubuga is the victim. He is of Police Football Club. Played when Vipers ejected them out of the Uganda Cup. I think that was on Tuesday this week.
Oh, there we go. Shot number 14. It was in.
Yeah, it was a Naku.
Oh, we'll be having a problem of enough jerseys here. If I do remember very well, shot number 14 on my list was Sadat Anaku here.
So he
now,
went out.
We have another 14. Oh dear.
In the same match. Okay, so it is not Express that only had problems with jerseys. It goes to the national team. But Peter, allow me repeat, TIA. We can accommodate as such for now. And I think the magnitude of the game, that's why I was telling you, whether Mitchell wins this or not, it's really not something that he should be very happy with, considering his career. It's not competitive at all.
Now, you have to admit that I think that's where the referee had a problem and had to call Ojera over there. He was looking at his linesman and the bench and the player. Now we have just the number 14 there coming in. We just have to confirm on the player, and that we shall, our confirmation will be by fully looking at the player.
Yeah, the face.
Long ball forward, brush away. It's more pressing coming in from the eastern part.
And I think he will be coming in for Poloto because he's not the only one. He's the only one who has not been substituted.
Yeah, Poloto.
Maybe Sadata Naku is coming back. Because
does that look like Sadata Naku?
Yeah, it looks like him, Peter. It looks like him. It looks like him. But I don't know what that would mean. I've never seen it happen anywhere. Maybe in different games.
Poloto out.
Yeah,
who's
Poloto
that in?
out. For me, the physique, because we've not yet seen the face, but the physique looks like that of Sadata Naku. So maybe he just came back with his jersey. We are yet to confirm that, Peter. Let's go on because there is only one player not used. That was Davis Cassidy, and that is not Davis Cassidy because, like I told you, we can easily tell players. So he was facing the other side. Davis is more lanky, very tall, considering that, and now the Eastern Select team going for this.
Well, coming in from Nairobi, Uganda's under-20 ladies have actually thumped Kenya by 7-2. And the return leg is in Kampala. Well, I don't know if the Kenyans will be traveling to Kampala for that game after conceding 1 week of goals. Possibly they have to complete the square. That's a foul right in front of the referee. Some stampede in there. It's very painful, and you can see the Eastern Ugandan footballer roving around the green. Just 25 minutes remaining to play for. Eastern Uganda 0, Cranes 1. And again, it looks like there will be another substitution for the eastern part of the country. 2 substitutes warming up to come and play the remainder of the minutes here. You can see jersey number 16. Gentleman by the names of Fiona.
Peter, please, I humbly request you as your sister, your lovely sister, just leave the team sheet and let's use whatever we can. For those watching UBC TV, 24 minutes to go for the 90 minutes. We have the Eastern Select team and the Uganda Cranes team. Remember, those that may impress from both sides have a chance to make the coach's last squad to Rwanda, where Uganda will play against Rwanda on the 7th of October. And after 2 days and a half, they will have to come back to St. Mary's to play their return leg. It's a FIFA World Cup qualifier affair, and the Uganda has to look for their first win so far during this campaign. Ashraf Mugume running to this side.
Such a beautiful football, Ashraf Mugume. That's a sweet free kick, but just goes over the bar for a goal kick.
Yeah, he has a brother who is equally talented. That is Yasin Mugume, featured for KCC itself, Police, and I remember Wakiso.
It's a poor ball really from the captain of the moment, Waswa Joffrey. And here we go. Shot number 16 over there belonged to Latif. And that's not Latif. Latif has been on play. Well, like we say, we are actually abandoning the list right now because we are getting a little bit of confusion here.
Georgie Kadu with the ball.
That's Waswa now. Dropping that ball further forward. And the chase is on now, trying to open up on play at the center of the pitch. They are looking for Nsubuga Mubarak. Nsubuga brings it back. Driving that ball further. 1-2 with Nsubuga. Perfect play, and Kadu. This is Nsubuga now. And they win themselves a throw-in. Uganda Cranes doing a throw-in, and the substitution will be now for the Eastern Ugandan side. 3 players coming in, including the goalkeeper Kasibante Edward, after that howler that resulted into an Ojera goal. He's being substituted. Well, this is the angle that Kadu George will be relying a lot on to deliver into the box line.
Attack the ball, crash over.
Micho actually ordering the players to attack the ball. Kadu, it's long. Very good goalkeeping there. Very, very good goalkeeping. Jersey number 19. That is Stephen Nkemba from Mbale Heroes. Well, most interesting thing is that I can actually hear the feel of Kadodi. It's not a football match in Eastern Uganda, to be precise, in Mbale, when there is no Kadodi. That's Micho looking for his first win.
Okay, and first win. Peter Otai, please leave that alone. The first win should be against Rwanda. twice, but like you said, every match matters. With this, you get to again have a team and a big pool of players from which you can choose the very best to help you get your first win competitively. Locally, I believe it will be a big boost for him because he needs his winning touch. He's so far registered draws and losses, including all the friendlies. I remember the friendly against South Africa, Saudi Arabia, Ethiopia, and then the 2 matches against Mali in Chitende and against Kenya in Nyayo Stadium.
Well, Joachim Ojera actually fighting for that position together with Orit of the Vipers there. Those are 2 blessed footballers who rove around that position rather. Well, it will be a good play there for the eastern part of the country as they continue to drive the ball from one side. Kadu, a little bit slow on that, and goes away for a throw into the Cranes. Ball goes away for a free kick.
20 to go. Oh, referee involved in this, but it's a send back to the defensive line so that they can begin attacking. That is Kahandi Tifi and Ibrahim Bogere. Ibrahim Mpengere trying to stay on this.
Well, Tiff actually was substituted, Fiona, though there's number 16 back on the pitch.
Yeah, that's why I'm really confused. Well, I don't know what to do, but
it's a friendly game, no problem. Maybe that can be sorted out a little later so that we can have enough jerseys for everybody. But the issue of recycling the jerseys totally confuses.
No, but I think the coaches did not tell whoever is concerned that they will use 2 teams, because 2 teams will mean a different thing.
Yeah, but 2 teams with different numbers is okay, but 2 teams with the same numbers is confusing, really. Here they come again. Isma. Ooh, yeah, fouls there. Isma. He has been very, very rough today. One of the only footballers from the eastern part of the country still on from Mbale Garage.
First of all, is there a rule that they don't issue out red cards during such games? Because this is like the 4th fall Isma has been involved in. Isma Kaliaswa.
Well, some of the fans who have turned up to watch this one. Long ball further. Headed away there by Pengere. Well, the eastern part give away possession to Kadu. This is Kadu. Isma. Now at the center of the pitch, currently roving away. Well, the beauty about substitutions is that they actually change the flow of the game. Now we are currently having a much better game compared to the first 45. Sweet football. Oh, Eastern Uganda looking for that important equalizer. Whoever allowed those ones to watch the game from there is a problem.
Actually, I think they have made up the number for those allowed to come and watch.
Yeah, that's the beauty of football.
The 200
football
fans.
is life.
And now
football
the
is life.
200 fans are sitting on the fence, I think, so that if any security personnel came to chase them away, they would just easily cross over and go back to wherever they came from.
Football is
we
life.
have some in the stands. Musa Ramadan, very, very tall.
Fine player, very, very fine player from KCCA.
Silver medalist with the under-20 team that featured for Uganda against Ghana in Mauritania under stewardship of Molebie Kwaso.
Actually, I did commentate the that is Sekafa Kagame together with the senior challenge, and of course the rumor that I was getting from Tanzania was that there were clubs in Tanzania that were interested in Musa, but KCC actually said that he had a contract, and that's why they didn't go. The clubs didn't actually continue with that run.
No, why do clubs want to buy?
He's young and he's good.
Yeah, so why do you want to buy someone without a contract? Buy out his contract if you really want him.
Oh, here they come. Kadu, good cross, swept away. Anyway, that's what was on ground. They actually were very much interested in him.
Yeah, but these days
confidence levels perfect. Look at him.
We've seen Messi go to PSG on a free transfer.
Well, he's actually the future of Uganda defense. That gentleman over there, Musa Ramadan. He's the future of Uganda defense.
I also request you to watch Kenneth Semakula. I think he's joined Villa Football Club.
Also defense?
Yeah, defense.
Well, there they go. The
first team to feature.
The first timers.
Leonzi Nafian sitting on the bench watching proceedings. 14 looks to be Sadata Naku. The way he's even running, Peter. He just came back with his jersey.
That's a free kick now to Uganda team, and to be brought in by Ramadan Musa. Switching that ball further forward, Ramadan Musa straight away to the box line, looking for Jera. Well, the beauty of such tournaments again is we actually get to find out the feel of how different regions do operate and how different regions actually handle their game. It's an element of infrastructure, how the infrastructure in that area is, and we have to admit we are seeing what we have, because this is the biggest stadium in eastern Uganda.
So Giacomo Kechi is stretching out with the coach. Yeah, the coach was stretching out with the player.
Did you say Giacomo Kechi?
Yeah.
Giacomo Kechi is the goalkeeper.
Wait, I thought Tamale had come in, Peter.
Oh, sorry. Long ball throughout, straight up. And that was a good play there. Well, Fiona, I have to admit that the lineups have actually gotten me twisted a little bit in this friendly. And it's a friendly anyway, so...
Yeah, so...
we have to be friendly.
There is a player down being brought up by Rana Hewa Nasur, the owner's son.
Yeah, Nandala Nasur there. Scored in that 3-1 friendly game against Mbarara way back in 2020, if you do remember very well. Nice flick through, one pass away, looking to Peter. And again, good play from Ramadan Musa. Look at him, size of that defender there. He's a fine defender, Fiona. I like him.
No problem with liking him. There he is.
And continues to drive up, repossessed. Peter stripped away perfectly from the back by Waswa. And they continue to press up now. Ever since Brian Ahebwa came into the game, he has not gotten some good supply in this. And the eastern side seem to be settling in their match with about 14 minutes to go. Here they come. Looking for more pressing. It's a short ball through. Straight away to Tamale. Isn't that a corner? Oh, goal kick. Well, I'm very, very sure some of the MPs and the people that actually make the legislations in this country are watching this on UBC TV. I really want, because really sports in this country is driven very much by the minister himself is watching this, and even the speaker and deputy speaker could be watching, because they are the reason as why there's been a push for a new budget for sports in this country. So I'm sure maybe the speaker and or deputy could be watching. And for me, I would only urge that we need to try very much and invest in sports infrastructure. That's my cry here. This stadium here in Mbale, this one here, needs to be upgraded to a specific level. This is the biggest stadium in eastern Uganda. It just can't be like this, Fiona.
Have you seen one in Bokedia where Honorable Anita Mong hails from? I think they're also trying to make it look better. You talked about Honorable Hamson Obua, the Right Honorable Jacob Olanya, and the rest. What I like about Parliament, sometimes when you follow proceedings, the sports-related MPs are trying to throw in everything they have.
I give up. Just the number 18 is for Pengere.
Ibrahim, he was already in and got out, so yeah, basically there's a lot of sharing. It is not healthy during these times, but I know, like we said, it's a friendly match. I think we'll be a lot more prepared next time, but let's leave that at that. Don't give up. We have more 12 minutes to commentate.
Well, I only have one shot, number 18, so now who's that number 18? That's why I say I give up now. Oh, here they come, Eastern Uganda. We shall stick at that. And they continue to drive that ball. Good play there from the back. It's very difficult, by the way. You can't follow all footballers in Uganda by name and facial appearance. At least for those that we come in contact with all the time. Those on stick. Ahebwa there trying to chase. Now collected at the midfield again. Nice movement here. Looking for Kadu. And Kadu going for safety, realizing that he actually couldn't keep that ball on play. You feel, is that a Naku?
Yes, Peter. You can see the gesture earlier on, like I was talking about. Anyway, some of the problems to be solved, like we say by legislators, should be those. Talk about the infrastructure, the welfare, and of course funding the sports fraternities, the different sports at large. Uganda Cranes on the attack.
That's Ojera now on the run. Ahebwa opening up perfectly. Sadata Naku thought he would receive that ball, but unfortunately Brian Ahebwa there is failing to keep that ball on play. Well, they'll be very happy with what they are watching.
Yeah, Coach Toldo and the team, that is the coach for the Eastern Select team, was very, very sure about some players.
Oh, nice play. Could be Brian Ahebwa. No, it's not. Just goes away to the goalkeeper.
Nsubuga.
10 minutes remaining to play for here. Oh, nice control. Very, very good piece of play there from Ramadan Musa again.
I can reliably tell you Sadata Naku came back in the second half. This comes in from the Cranes media officer in Mbale. So Peter, be sure when I say something, at least I'm very, very sure of that.
It's a friendly game, so you can substitute and bring him back.
Yeah, he can
It
go
reminds
out a
me
bit.
of my playing days in the village.
I only see that in basketball, where you go out, take time out,
Oh,
and
that's
come
Sadat.
back.
That is Sadat.
Yeah, it is, Peter.
You know, when we were playing football or growing up, Fiona, those are some of the things we used to do. When you're not happy about a game, you actually get out and tell the coach, I'm tired. Then when you realize you need to come back again, you tell the coach, I'm back, I want to play again. So that's how it is anyway. But it's a friendly game. It is the Cranes Mutima and Eastern Uganda trailing by 1-0, and there's another substitution being made in here.
Yeah.
And jersey number 23, who's coming in. Now that shirt number was actually worn by Mato Rogers, so I don't know who's coming in.
Maybe Mato is coming back. Yeah, could be coming back, because remember, Peter, we did talk about the Cranes should be having enough jerseys, so probably the coach is using this for his scheme to try monitor the players in different avenues, work rate, skill, fitness levels. I wouldn't be surprised, because a full...
Look at this, Gambo. Thank God it actually doesn't go anywhere, but could have been a serious gamble.
Yeah.
Mitchell wouldn't have been happy with that, but Eastern Uganda are not giving away anything for granted. Oh, look at that for football. Made from the east, dropping ball in the box line. Ramadan to the rescue. But the pressure keeps on piling up. Eastern Uganda pile the pressure. Isma. Peter trying to do a little bit of a Ronaldinho there. Dropping ball from Isma. Stolen away at the midfield possession. And surely that will be going back to Tamale. Allows it go away for a goal kick.
Yeah, Simon Tamale of Bright Stars, such a gallant keeper, making his way through to the ranks. Remember, we've had keepers like Jaco Makecho also coming in. Uganda is blessed with very many goalkeepers. Even when you don't mention the Onyangos, you mention the likes of Postneto Moni, your friend Sally, who featured for Uganda in the 1978 Africa Cup Finals, and Uganda was beaten by Ghana. Come and talk about there's so many Mukasa. Uganda is gifted with very many goalkeepers.
Ahebwa. Ahebwa again. This is Ahebwa. Very lethal inside the box, but again, Ojera failing to control. Seven minutes remaining to play for here. Down at the Mbale Municipal Stadium. Still wondering if it will continue to be called Mbale Municipal Stadium, because Mbale did get the city status.
So it is Mbale City Stadium?
Should be. So basically the people who are organizing this city should actually try very much and invest in this infrastructure.
Let them call it Mbale Stadium, Mbale City Stadium. Okay.
It can be.
Whatever it is, though municipal sounded a little better for me.
Yeah, it was. It's no longer municipal, really. Oh, skill, skill, skill. Beautiful football. Oh dear. I'm very certain Mitch has watched that. I won't be very surprised if he's called in. for more
polishing.
Yeah, more polishing. Yeah.
Georgie Kadu brings down an opponent, and the select team win a free kick. The time is running out for them to try come back into the game.
It's a long ball further forward. It's headed away. Well, basically Mbale not having a team in the Uganda Premier League this time.
Yeah, they don't have, because the one that was there, that is, we heard about Mida, they were relegated, and then those did not come through the big league, because we have Gaddafi, you have Toro United.
Well, Gaddafi will be using their own stadium.
And Arua Hill, also Arua is constructing its own stadium, so...
Yeah, basically I can say proudly on air, there's a play on the ground. I think it's prudent enough for some of the city people to go and visit the Modo down in Arua and see what these guys have done. Really, visit Arua, visit Mulindwa, try and visit KCCA, and try and see even the Kadiba project that FUFA is handling right now. Go and visit and see if maybe you can request for funding from government and see if you can put up something in your city.
There's a time I read about government trying to work with municipalities, and now I think cities or regions to develop stadia, improve on those already established, and then try to go back on the drawing board and see how many are needed. It is being done in netball. Sarah Abidi Chitio, the president, is actually steering that, and for football it would be a very good cause if Nachivibo comes back right in, and then you have the likes of Mbale also redeveloped.
Oh, here comes a chance. Oh, goalkeeper there does very well this time. Again, good pressing from the Cranes. Good play.
This is a different keeper.
Yeah, he is a different keeper, not Kasibanti Edward. Throw in here to Eastern Uganda. And they'll be making a substitution, Eastern Uganda. Jersey number 2 will be coming in. Again, jersey number 2 was actually put on by Namisi, Stephen. Someone being organized to come through. Well, it's still a friendly game. It's currently opening up. The skies are opening up. It will be showering anytime soon. Well, this region has actually been blessed with heavy rainfall. And that's a good pass onto the wing side. Driving up, and the flag goes up for the offside. And Joachim Ojera trying to run that wing perfectly well, as the substitution will be made now. Substitution for Eastern Uganda. They're trailing by 1-0. It's Cranes Namutima. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, the usual fan base will not be witnessed due to COVID-19.
Actually, I'm told when they were bringing up the Cranes Namutima or Cranes regional tour development, they did pass the idea of players resting a bit and coming back in.
Oh.
So that is why we have the likes of Sadata Naku coming back. And I wouldn't be surprised if 23 Mato came back, because it is Davis Cassidy who wasn't used. But wait and see.
Long ball inside the D. Oh, that's a half volley coming through, but a miss.
Mubaraka.
Unfortunately, I didn't follow those rules, Fiona. I didn't get that rule of players being allowed to rest. But chance again, Ojera onto the wing side. Could this be Mato? No, it can't.
Mato or Cassidy. Because Cassidy is the other lanky one, and he was the only player not used on the bench from the squad we had. But if he's not the one, then just know Mato just made his way through back, considering the rules.
Yeah, Mato is a little bit shorter than that, so let's go with Kasiria for that.
And Kasiria is a little taller than that.
No, that's Kasiria. That surely is Kasiria. He wins possession. It's possession, good skills from Kasiria. Launches to Ojera. Back again, Ojera. Twists well. Combining well with Kasiria. Back to Ojera, a little bit heavy. And goes away for a goal kick.
But would Cassidy play that deep? He is known to play in the box, operate just near the box and in. I need to see his areas of operation before confirming he's the one.
Brian, here, please, no place, no
Now press. That is Micho. On the wing side now, this is Mubarak and Subuga. Trying to drop that ball through. Ogume misses. Eastern Uganda continue to press now. Nice ball forward onto the wing side as they continue to chase, and Ramadan Musa will just put his body, allow the ball to roll out for a goal kick. 89 minutes played. Eastern Uganda 0, Uganda 1.
Yeah, 1 to go, and probably considering what happened during first half, the fourth official may show us between 3 to 4 minutes of added time as Otai's favorite defender Musa Ramadan decides to go long on this. Of course, he was targeting one of the tallest players up on the pitch.
Yeah.
Rogers Mato also returned. So Peter, it is not Kasilia but Mato. Special rules not seen anywhere in football, but good development, I must admit.
Then they should have started with Ojera also, then make him rest and then comes back. Oh, it was actually Mato who came back, not Kasilie. So Mato had to come back. Those are the rules of Cranes na Mutima. A footballer can get out and come back. I just got to learn that today. Long ball through, controlled by here Ojera. Oh, looking for chances. Flag is up for the offside. They added 4 minutes. Weather totally changing here in Mbale.
Actually, it has been raining, I've been told. And now I think, if not, drizzling a bit. So you realize that they have also experienced that same experience in Kampala during the Uganda Cup semi-final between Ball and Express when we're here again, Peter.
Throw in to Eastern Uganda. Long ball further. Big clearance away perfectly by Kadu George. Plug up for the offside. So we're approaching the second minute of the added 4.
Yeah, so allow me probably confirm that Kahand Tifi came back in jersey 16, because if you are considering the rules, they don't only apply
then
to the Cranes team. Then Ibrahim Pengere also came back, one of those that are decorated with very many caps, that is at club level. They're not called caps, a number of matches.
Nice play on the wing side, Kadu here. Slightly slow on that, but still holds possession. Eastern part winning possession world was Isma. Well, Fiona, I have to admit that this gentleman here, jersey number 5 of Eastern Uganda, very blessed. He's a very skillful footballer, really.
Skilled indeed and immensely talented. You just see the way he controls the ball, the way he turns, the way he tries to go through. There's so many defenders rounding him off. Uganda Cranes, Brian Ahebwa attacking on the left.
It's Ahebwa. He doesn't do a lot about that. Jersey number 5 we'll talk about is gentleman by the names of Osama Kayemba, fine footballer, all the way from Kataka. Ahebwa loses possession. Now they continue to hold this. Kadu. Throw in.
Should be Uganda's, considering the last touch came from Eastern Select. About a few seconds to go, and Uganda are on the verge of revenging. Remember, they were beaten the last time they were there. Not so many setups see Cranes losing to a regional side, but the Eastern one beat them by a solitary goal, so it would be sweet revenge for the team.
It's going to be a free kick now to Eastern Uganda, but I don't think if they'll have a lot of time to move this ball forward. Oh, it's a throw in according to the referee.
Kasirye did not even dress up today, Peter.
No, he didn't.
He got injured in the process, so he's the only player that was called and not used.
Well, there you go. The center referee does blow the whistle to bring this Cranes Namutima game in Mbale to an end. And of course, sweet revenge for Micho. The last time he was here, he was beaten. Tamale did not have enough playing time, but at least he actually was in goal today. And he'll be thanking his maker for the chance to play.
It is very rare to see 3 keepers in one match. Well, we had Tamale, we had Alionzi Nafian and Jaco Makech, all talented, showing you that Uganda's future in terms of goalkeeping is more bright. And then the outfield players, the problem probably is with trying to create. Creativity is a little slow. And we saw the second half see a goal. Uganda Cranes are scoring through URA's Ojara, Joachim, and that is a very good feeling between the captains, Geoffrey Waswa for the second half and Dennis Guma. It is 1-0 and Yogi Cranes take that with them.
Well, basically we can say the eastern part of the country is done, but will there be enough time for us to go to the northern part, or maybe the northeastern, the western part, maybe the central part? Will there be enough time for the Cranes Namutima to continue? Remember, due to COVID-19, well, it had actually taken a break, but it's back, and Uganda actually going on to win this one by 1-0. So the Eastern Uganda Regional Select side just losing this one by 1-0. Good performance we've actually had from both sides, and you can see the blessing from the rain here in Mbale. It's been actually raining very heavily daily, but at least today we could be able to have a game played, and we have to thank again everybody for the time they have spent into this game, and for those who've made sure that this stadium again comes green the way we see it on the pitch, or sorry, on the screen right now. But this in Mbale ends Eastern Uganda 0, Cranes 1, and we go back to Broadcast House where the gentlemen John Barnes and Luandaga will be summarizing this game. Don't go away.
Switch from AfriCell to Airtel, Uganda's only 100% 4G network, and get 50% data bonus on all bundles purchased using Airtel Money. Visit the nearest Airtel shop with a valid national ID to buy a SIM card today. For business entities, please share an email with business.support@ug.airtel.com. Enjoy the best rates on calls, SMS, data, and Airtel Money across Uganda on your preferred number. 50% data bonus is valid till 15th November 2021. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Uganda, and believe in the beautiful game.
I'm certain that you, like us here, have enjoyed this game of football coming to you live from the Mbale Municipal Stadium, where the Cranes have beaten up on the Eastern Uganda side in a Cranes Namutima engagement. Cranes Namutima is about tournament that comes prior to big engagements for the national team, and be known that Uganda plays Rwanda on the 6th and 10th in Crunch World Cup qualifier games. Good evening, my name is John Bansentamu. You're watching the Namutima studio right here from Broadcast House in Kampala. I'm joined by my colleague Michael Senfuma Luandaga, who started this for us and is bound to end it for us. Michael Senfuma Luandaga, talk Ugandans through what exactly the second half has been like and the future for Ugandan football.
Yes, the second half was really lively. The coach having introduced a couple of boys into the stadium, the likes of George Kadu from Makiso Giants joining in there. Then, looking at the changes in the goal, we've seen 3 goalkeepers in a space of 57 minutes.
Okay.
We saw Jack Komakech coming on for Alionzi Nafian, and later Kenneth Semakula, the Bright Stars goalkeeper, who also put up a stunning performance today. I'm glad that we have seen more defensive football, and this continues to show that what the Cranes is organizing for is to make sure they do not concede even when they go to play up against Rwanda. When you look at Geoffrey Waswa's confidence in the backline,
okay,
I really love the confidence in the backline in the second half. They were really comfortable playing alongside George Kadu, and not forgetting the young lad that was introduced in the midfield, Ibrahim Wamana, the boy that plays his football down at UPDF. Then Brian Ahebwa is no longer very lethal like he used to be when he was down at Mbarara City. Coming into KCCA, he lost the striking prowess, and even today we've seen him lose the striking prowess, which I really think the coach has to polish up.
And as Brian Ahebwa loses the striking prowess, we lose time at Uganda Broadcast Corporation TV, especially for this particular edition of the show. And be reminded, tomorrow is the Stanbic Uganda Cup final. We shall be back again. Bull FC playing against Vipers. Vipers is the home team, so Bull FC can't put on that red kit because you are Vipers plays home in red. We shall be back again tomorrow. From us, the team in Kampala, especially the producer, and of course the man on camera, Nasa Mokasa, who later in the evening will come to you on Magic 100 FM with a Saturday Mix, a musical show that is punctuated by sports quotes. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Switch from Africell to Airtel, Uganda's only 100% 4G network, and get 50% data bonus on all bundles purchased using Airtel Money. Visit the nearest Airtel shop with a valid national ID to buy a SIM card today. For business entities, please share an email with business.support@ug.airtel.com. Enjoy the best rates on calls, SMS, data, and Airtel Money across Uganda on your preferred number. 50% data bonus is valid till 15th November 2021. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Echa COVID-19 kijja kuggwa only if we stay at home, observe physical distancing, wear masks properly, sanitize or wash our hands with soap and water regularly, or get vaccinated now.